and tonight's broadcast here in beautiful Boston. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Cavaliers, Williams is out there with West, and it's Shaq in at the 5 roaming the paint. And it's LeBron James, and it's Jamison in at the power forward position. And then for the Boston Celtics, Rajon Rondo is out there with Allen, and it's Perkins in at center, locking down the middle. Then it's Pierce, and it's Garnett in at the 4.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury. And overall, Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up. And instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack. And I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
Shot clock at 6. Williams attacking. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Williams has got his team on the board to start the game for the Cavs. Rondo kicks to Garnett. Baseline jumper. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Well, Mike Brown hired back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got a chance to know him a little bit when he's an assistant with the Pacers early in his coaching career and was let go by the Cavs back in 2010. Family laid down roots in Cleveland, and I think he's glad to be back.
And for Mike Brown, his firing, kind of a desperation move by the Cavs to try to keep LeBron James. Steve, how'd you analyze that?
Well, I'm not sure that LeBron actually wanted him gone. But, you know, he's a great defensive strategist, a guy who excels in player development. And give credit to him. He didn't burn any bridges when he left. He maintained strong relationships there in Cleveland. And it's great to see Mike Brown back there with the Cavaliers.
And Williams drops them both.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Rondo against Williams. Shoots from the high post. Second chance shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
The free throw drops for Perkins. He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, the Cavs have been very mindful of remaining flexible in terms of the salary cap. And when you do this, you set yourself up to perhaps make a big splash in free agency at some point, and you know what's coming. They might have a chance to re-sign LeBron in 2014 with how their books look.
Rondo with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. He kicks it to Pierce. Here's Garnett. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Garnett's got his first points in this one. And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back in the mix when he hits free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron to leave in the first place, so why not give yourself an opportunity? You are in his backyard in terms of LeBron's hometown, so I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility just in case.
Here's Rondo following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Here's the pass to Garnett. West against him. And he drops him a layup off the bench.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Well, Cleveland had gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Williams attacking. And here's West for 3. Perkins pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. He talked about how they match up with a player like Paul Pierce, saying, you know, he's one of those guys who really does it all at a high level. Defend, score, you name it. I think defensively, we may look to double some and force other players to make shots. He's one of the greats. You enjoy the challenge of playing against him and just hope you can have enough to win. Guys, we'll see who carries the day.
And thank you, Doris.
A lot of people had Antawn Jamison, guys, pegged as a potential 6th man of the year when he joined the Lakers, but he basically ended up being relegated to being a role player on the bench. An important part of the rotation, but the fewest minutes he averaged in his career.
LeBron against Pierce. James dishes to Jamison. Williams kicks to O'Neal. Shoots from the block. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And Antawn Jamison, a versatile scorer. The flip shot in the lane. Range out beyond the three-point arc. He has a full bag of those kind of shots.
He does. He's got an interesting game, Kevin. He's been able to hit that in-between floater for a long time, but he's got better with the three-point shot as he's gotten older.
Here's LeBron after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Out to West. Three-pointer. That one goes. Count. West has got 5 points so far.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Cleveland on defense. 3-point lead.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Williams kicks to Jamison. Pierce against LeBron. And here's West from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. West has got 8 points.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
To the middle. Here's Allen. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Now here's West. He's got 8. Here's Shaq.
Yeah, he always gives the fans a temporary souvenir, it seems like, blocking 2 or 3 shots into the 10th row. Of course, you got to give the ball back, so very temporary, Superman.
They're going to have to change that because in baseball, when they knock those foul balls, they don't go checking.
You can keep them, that's right.
Yeah, same with the NFL. If the ball happens to get by the net, you can keep the ball.
That, right. Well, we need to change that in basketball.
I agree.
And Steve, I'd like to touch on one other thing here, which is how well he sets a pick. You know how important that is, as good a shooter as you were when you played. He frees up his teammates with some very rugged screens. He's really one of the best in the league at doing that.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, one of the struggles for a young team is figuring out how to win on the road. And winning on the road is not just execution, it's preparation and mindset. And young teams struggle to put that together, and the Cavs were certainly a team that struggled with that.
Rondo's shot is off. Cavaliers leading. Outside Williams. Now the pass to West. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Rondo against Williams. Rondo off the pick from Garnett. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Allen. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by West. Shot misses. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, Clark, Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Now here's Rondo. Left side Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. The last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
You know, you look at Paul Pierce, and his body doesn't speak strength because he doesn't have a ton of definition, but you watch him finish against bigger players on a consistent basis. It's not until you bump into him that you recognize how power-packed he is and how strong he is.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, Ray Allen is arguably the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. It's a shot crafted by endless reps in the gym, and he thinks being a bit, quote, obsessive-compulsive may have fed into his legendary dedication. He recalled back when he was 8 years old. He always had to make 5 left-handed layups and 5 right-handed layups before he could leave the gym. But one day, another team needed the gym, and he had to leave before he could complete his ritual. He said, "I cried. It messed up my day." Guys, it sounds strange, but that's Ray.
The Doris, for all of his downsides, that devotion to repetition is part of what's made Allen such an amazing shooter. At the end of the day, it's certainly what's good. And Pierce, 6'7", 235. He uses that size and strength, always has. A good rebounder, tough defender. He has been this wonderful player for such a long time. And again, I like with just the single frame shots.
Yeah, and you think about his matchups against LeBron James in the playoffs over the years. Here's one of the few rings he wasn't overpowered by James. Just a sign of how strong he is.
Celtics trail by 4. Rondo with it. Williams picks him up. Allen kicks to Garnett. And he floats in for the easy 2. What the assist on that one?
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half.
Shaq doing a nice job setting that screen.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Now here's Rondo. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Kevin Garnett.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Here's Williams. It's LeBron with the drive. The putback, and Shaq with the slam. O'Neal's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He said to his players, we can do a lot of damage if we get more aggressive about driving the lane and taking it into the teeth of this defense. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. James with it. Now Garnett defending. Garnett against LeBron. Passes it to Williams. Outside, Jamison. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 5. Rondo kicks to Allen. Back to Rondo. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
You know, when you're an older team and you try to milk every possession, you've got to be more efficient. And over the past few years, the Celtics have failed to grab offensive rebounds, and that problem was not corrected during their disappointing 12-13 season.
Garnett lays it up and bunks it in. Garnett's got 14 points.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Timeout called, Cleveland. Clark, as you said, the Celtics just didn't grab any offensive rebounds at all this last season. Dead last in the entire league in that regard. Instead, they were getting, what, about 8 a game.
That's been the case with the Celtics for about the past 4 or 5 years. They've never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass.
James outside. Outside, Jamison. Another miss by Jamison.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Allen kicks to Rondo. In low to Garnett. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. LeBron kicks to Williams. Pass to West. Shaq against Perkins. Pocket 6. O'Neal passes to West. Unloads. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. West has got 12. Celtics trail by 5. In low to Garnett. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
52 seconds left to play here in the half. Williams dishes to James. Outside, Jamison. The drive by James. No good.
That
Excellent D there from Pierce. The Celtics have gone 7-9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Rondo. Good D by Williams.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The dish to Garnett. The drive by Rondo, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
On the wing. And the first half ends in a close one. Cavaliers lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. You know, our shooters, we missed a couple at the end. I wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And welcome to halftime, everyone. Great one underway in Boston. The Cavaliers putting up one heck of a fight. Garbage points making up the difference, and right now they're sweeping the streets. Delonte West making a big contribution. Shouldn't be a shock to anyone. We've seen him put up big numbers before. And no shortage of desire from the Celtics side of things. They've been having their way inside. A huge lead when it comes to points in the paint, making it very hard to defend against them. A sensational first half for Kevin Garnett. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
Clay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Here's Pierce. Delonte West making his last shot. Allen, that's good.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made past Reggie Miller a couple of years ago. So obviously you have to worry about him out there. But what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 4. Rondo against Williams. Outside Rondo. Lead away. That one wide left.
Well, you know, it was last season that started the dissolution of the Big Three in Boston. Ray Allen leaving for Miami. That definitely ruffled some feathers with his former teammates, and they tried to replace him by committee at the shooting guard position and really had mixed results.
And despite losing Ray Allen, the Celtics shot more three-pointers last season.
Well, they added a couple of guys who could shoot threes, but remember, this is, over the last 5-6 years, has not been a high-volume three-point shooting team. It's been Ray Allen and Paul Pierce, and that's about it. So I think with this new crop of talent, I think you'll see Boston casting a lot more threes into the next few years.
That's good from O'Neal.
Talk about great numbers for O'Neal. He's got 11 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside.
so he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least. Well, you know, when Rajon Rondo went down last season and the Celtics looked to be out of any title contentions, Kevin Garnett, the guy became a very hot topic on the trade market. And with his ability and experience, that should be no surprise.
Here's James following the score by Kevin Garnett. The drive by LeBron. The 3, West. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 6. We talked about what Garnett can bring to a team. He's still an impactful player. Defensively, a deadly jump shooter. He reached 25,000 points last season with Boston. Also a great passer.
But it's defensively where he really makes his mark. One of the best defensive forwards I think the league has ever seen. His ability to communicate, to guard pick and roll, to switch out onto point guards and stay in front of them. And then the intensity, the intangible that he brings to your club.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. He feeds it to Perkins. That's tipped and stolen by James. Right side, Williams. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Tilt the bucket. Pierce has got 5.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, one of the worst things to see is a young, speedy, dynamic point guard go down with a torn ACL. It happened to Derrick Rose in 2012, and last year, Rajon Rondo was the victim.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Well, that ACL tear for Rondo and Derrick Rose, both of them on pretty innocuous motions. No contact to speak of. Moves they make 100 times a game, Steve, but both got caught.
Yeah, that's often the way that injury happens, though, without contact. So, difficult year for Rondo. Hard to say, how he could have avoided an injury. That's not happening. The main thing is just fighting to get back, get your knee right, and get going again.
And here's Rondo. Antawn Jamison picking up that last bucket. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. So it's Boston now. 8-point game. Got a piece of it. And Antawn Jamison picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, with so many injuries to his team during last season, Paul Pierce easily could have taken things lightly, but he just doesn't roll that way. I mean, as a matter of fact, he played through a pinched nerve in his neck just to stay on the court when his team needed him. He is truly one of the all-time great players in the league and one of the outstanding Celtics of all time, too, and that's saying a lot with all of the Hall of Famers that have worn the green and white.
That's good from Pierce. And back to Paul Pierce last season. With Rajon Rondo out with that horrible ACL tear, he really carried the Celtics, I thought.
Yeah, especially offensively. I mean, we saw the drain on his efficiency, the lowest field goal percentage for him in 9 years, but he still can shoot threes, still gets to the foul line. They relied on him an awful lot last season.
He hits both from the stripe. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Williams. LeBron outside. Moves back up. Another miss by LeBron. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Rondo. Kicks to Allen. Dishes it to Garnett. Puts up the baby hook. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Garnett's got 22.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now here's James. He's got 8. West misses. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Pierce. Williams with the block. LeBron kicks to Williams. Shaq with a screen on run. West outside. The 19-foot shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Outside Rondo. The 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Now just a 2-point Cleveland lead. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Williams passes to O'Neal. LeBron gets the screen from O'Neal. Here's LeBron. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. It's tough to defend that. The question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
The 3, West. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pierce. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The drive by James. Williams for 3. Can't get it to go. Here's Rondo. No luck. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from LeBron.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Into O'Neal. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Rondo on top. He's guarded by Williams. James against Pierce. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Jamison. James against Garnett. James dishes to Williams. Feeds it to O'Neal. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on purpose.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
The first free throw is good. O'Neal hits them both. Celtics trail by 6. Rondo kicks to Garnett. Perkins, the pass to Rondo. The feed to Garnett. Tries from 16. Good. Nothing but net. Garnett's got 24 points.
Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's James. Here's O'Neal. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Here's Pierce. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there. In low to Garnett. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jamison. Rondo against Williams. Cleveland moving it around. Jamison kicks to Williams. Here's Jamison. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
The drive by Rondo. Here's Perkins. Banked in off the glass.
Now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
O'Neal is screen on Rondo. Williams with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Williams against Pierce. Here's Shaq. And Boston with the rebound. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Perkins with the bucket.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Now, here's O'Neal. Let's go. The short one's on the money. O'Neal's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Rondo kicks to Garnett. Shot misses. Jamison with the defensive effort. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Perkins. The shot's good from LeBron. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Antawn Jamison picks one up. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples of that, Steve, right now.
Yeah, they look cohesive. And, you know, anytime he takes control, you can just feel this group come together.
Yeah, it's priceless when you have a guy who sets the example he does and then backs it up with timely communication as well as consistent performance.
That free throw good from Allen.
Check out the game for Allen. He has 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going.
And Allen drops them both.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this time.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here's Williams. Shot's good. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Now a timeout called by Boston. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. After making that initial point, then he talked about not getting careless defensively. He wants them playing conservatively at that end of the court. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Allen after the made shot from Mo Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pierce. LeBron with the block. And he recovers it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. .135 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to O'Neal. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pierce dishes to Perkins. Rondo passes to Garnett. Outside Rondo. And they will call over the back on the play.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
1:06 left in the 4th. Cleveland leading by 8. And here is LeBron.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for West. He has 17 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
I'll tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And he makes both free throws. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Allen for the 3. That's good.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's way up for him.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
Pierce kicks to Garnett. Perkins trying to break loose. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
They need those points, and he's the guy to go to right now.
He will be if the defense stays the same. He's got way too much height for that scheme to work.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take.
And this one is far from over. If they can get a quick score here and then a fast foul as well.
Tell you what, free throws become tougher with the game on the line. So a few missed ones here, and they could get right back in it.
The Celtics have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
Here's LeBron, and now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. Rondo with the ball. Outside, Pierce. The fadeaway. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Rondo. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either way, what was the difference maker down the stretch in this game?
Well, defensively, we stepped up. That's what it's all about with our team. We know we get stops, we get a better opportunity to get a win and execute offensively.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.